we've really been behind this theater for a long time because they are so community oriented. I stopped doing it because I always lost track of what coupons I had. See what you see. What do you see? Is there oh, there's a spider web.
Ayo.
Good morning, everybody. So we're headed into Dubuque today because we're actually taking these guys to. They sound asleep.
They get a candy.
Yeah, we're gonna get a candy. We're taking them to a movie this morning. So it's really cool because one of our local.
Guys, we're getting a candy at the movie.
You are getting a candy at the movie.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. So the local theater in Dubuque, Mindframe Theater, it started out as kind of an independent theater, right? And then they showed like some independent movies, and they showed a lot of like older stuff, and it was kind of a discounted movie theater for a while there. But when it originally started, it wasn't. It was a regular movie theater, and then it kind of switched over to that, and now it shows both like new and independent and then older movies. But during the summer they do something really cool, and that is they play older family movies, kids movies, and you can go free at 10 o'clock every morning, which is cool because for a family of our size, it's not very often that we go to the movie theater. So now the kids will be able to go and they can get some candy and popcorn and stuff we wouldn't normally splurge and do. So that's where we're headed this morning, is to go to a movie. What do we see?
Shrek the Third.
Yeah, I don't even know if I've seen it, so if I have, it's been forever. And it is Aspen's very first time at a movie theater, so this should be fun. We'll see how we go. It was super cool, you guys. I'm going to try to turn this down for a second so you can hear. But that was super cool. So we've gone to Mindframe Theater many times. One, it's more inexpensive. Two, it's very community oriented. So when we went in, the one theater was really full, and the guy that, he owns it?
Yeah.
The gentleman that owns the theater came over and he's like, are you all wanting to sit together? And Matt was like, well, yeah, you know, because we had a bunch of little kids with us and stuff. And he's like, oh, well, it was a spillover theater is what he called it?
Yeah.
They had a spillover theater, and there was no one in there, and he's like, you guys can go sit over there. And so we had the whole theater to ourselves until like later.
VIP seating.
Yeah, so we had the whole theater to ourselves until a little bit later when one gentleman came in. So that was really cool. But as we were going in, Matt said, well, that will be really nice because, you know, we have some autistic children with us. And he was like, oh, do you want us to turn the lights up for you a little bit or anything? And Matt was like, no, that's fine. Just not having so many people is really nice. So yeah, that is another thing that Mindframe Theaters does in Dubuque, Iowa, is they have actual special showings. They're sensory showings where the sound's not as loud, the lights are turned up a little bit, and it's geared toward people that have sensory issues. So it is a super cool theater. If you are ever in the Dubuque area, go show them some of your love. Tell them Love Jar Vlogs sent you and told you that you should check out the theater because, and they're in no way telling us to do this. This is just something that we've really been behind this theater for a long time because they are so community oriented.
And they're independently owned, so they try to do a lot of upkeep, and they try to do a lot of fundraising and stuff to make it a really nice theater.
Yeah, to keep it going. And for a long, it took them quite a while to get it because there was a lot of updating that needed to be done to the theater. I remember their heating system broke for a while there. And they've had trouble with like the projectors and stuff, but I remember T and I actually went to go catch midnight showing of Twilight.
Yeah, they aired every Twilight movie.
Yeah, they had like a marathon of all the Twilight movies.
That were out at the time. I think it was 3.
Yeah, and so we were going to catch the fourth one, so Breaking Dawn Part 1. We were going to catch, and their projector had issues. And it took forever. They had to let it cool down. It basically overheated from so much play. And there were people in the audience that were kind of getting really nasty and rude about it, not being very understanding. And they were so good about it. They told everyone, because it was getting so late, you know, if you guys want to come back tomorrow for a showing of it, we'll make sure, or you can come at a later date, so that you still get your ticket value.
They've always been a
And
good theater.
yeah, they're super cool about taking care of their customers. So yeah, just a big shout out to Mindframe Theaters in Dubuque, because they are just an amazing business and super great people. Just got into a tank top. It is super hot today. I mean, this is like the hottest day so far this year with humidity and temperature. It's like 92 degrees, but the humidity is well over 100 degrees. I've got the air conditioner going and it doesn't even feel like it in this house. But I was watching one of my channels, one of my favorite channels that I like to watch, Unhappily Housewife, and they were talking about how they used to coupon, and yes, I say coupon. They were talking in there, Dana and Arlo were asking the question, how do you say coupon? Is it coupon or coupon? Well, I say coupon, so that's how I say it. Anyway, they were showing how they do couponing, and I stopped doing it because I always lost track of what coupons I had, what things I needed to buy, and they had a really cool idea with using a binder and like baseball sleeves like this. So I decided to try it out because I'm always into saving money, and I'm gonna see if the system that they use works for me as well. So I'll let you guys know how it goes, and I'll leave a link to their channel in the description down below so you guys can check it out if you want. It is not, it's a vlog. They do daily vlogging, but it's not all age friendly, I guess I should say. There's some language and stuff in there, but I love their channel, and there's always great ideas and great cooking in there. So if you are not offended by foul language, it's definitely a channel to check out. I love those ladies. They are super funny, and they have some great tips. So I'm gonna try it out and see how it works for me, and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. I took a quick break from the couponing and housework.
We fixed Braxen's blue DS, so now we're all playing blue DS.
Yeah, Braxen found a way to fix a broken
It's the
DS,
same as
which
this,
is
but the
awful.
bottom is blue, and this is blue.
Yeah, he took it apart and figured out, because the charging port wasn't working on it to charge
There's
stuff,
a lot.
and he figured out a way to take the battery out of the back of it, put it into his, charge the battery through his, and then put it back into the DS. Anyway, complicated process, but I guess it works for them, and now all three of them have a DS to play with. So that's Braxen and his electrical genius that he has. He loves to tinker. He loves anything electronic.
He wants to put a new charging port on it, and he said it's $1.50, and then he has to solder it on.
Yeah, so I guess we'll let him take his hand at doing it, because you can't charge it anyway, so why not? At least right now you can't, so maybe he can fix it. Yeah, he loves anything to do with electronics, computers, games, so, and singing, you guys. So who knows what's in Braxen's future when he gets a little older, what he decides to do. But we just keep letting him tinker, and hopefully he finds a love of something that he really wants to do. And Zane found the key to something. I think they're playing Luigi's
I
Mansion.
found the key, guys.
Anyway, it is super hot, like we told you. And I took a break from the work that I was doing at the house, and we decided it's too hot to cook. And I've told you guys before, our grocery store is super expensive. We went to go get lunch meat for sandwiches, and we were like, you know, it would just be cheaper to get some McDonald's. And I showed you I was couponing, and Matt found an awesome coupon. He found buy one, get one free, double cheeseburger. So that's what him and I are gonna have from getting dinner. Took forever. I don't know why. Long wait though. And we went to two places. So what do you see? I don't see what you see. What do you see? Is there there's a spider web here. Get down for a minute. Wow. That happened fast. Look at that spider web, you guys. I don't know if you can see it. There's a big spider web there that wasn't there yesterday. We'll knock it down. Anyway, yeah, we're enjoying a little bit of outside time. Not too much, because it is still, let's see, it's like 7:30 at night, and it's still 92 degrees and humid right now.
Knock it down.
Yeah, so it's hot.
Knock it down.
I will knock it down. So Aspen watched me knock down the spider web. Now he's become an expert and decided to do it on his own. Did you get it?
Yep.
All right, good job.
He's trying to climb up by me.
He tried to climb up by you?
He was wiggling around.
A wiggly worm. I got all my couponing done, and I had actually allotted myself about 45 minutes to do it. And I just did a small amount today. I got everything done, but it was just the Wednesday ad, so there's not as many. So we'll see if 45 minutes is enough time. I'm betting about an hour on Sunday. We'll see, to go through the ads and do everything I wanted to do. But I got this idea, like I said, from Dana and Arlo from Unhappily Housewife. And they actually have a binder pretty similar to this, I think. And I actually put all of my Poshmark stuff in here, but I was like, you know what? It doesn't get a lot of use other than to file my Poshmark stuff, so it's a great place to put coupons for now. Later I'll probably want to switch it out and just get one of its own. And I only had a few from the kids. The kids had some extra sheets for their Pokemon cards, so they gave me like 5 of them. So I'm going to do this a little bit more like Dana and Arlo's system. But for now, I just used rows by like grocery aisle, so dairy, or I've got stuff for car. So I went through and clipped my coupons, and like I said, I've got these little card sleeves, and this was the idea that I thought was so ingenious from Dana and Arlo, except they put tabs, I believe she said, and do theirs by category, which is what I'd like to move to later, because I think it'll be super easy, especially if I get a lot more coupons. But for now, this will work for this week, and then later on in the week when I go to town, I'll probably pick some more of these sleeves up. And possibly a new binder, but for this week this will work. So I've always been into saving money, especially when buying for such a large family. You know, we have most days a family of 8, but when Charlie's home, we have a family of 9. A lot of times we have extended family that comes and we feed them and stuff like that. So I like to be able to bargain shop so that way there's food in the house for everybody. So I really like this idea because it actually made me, even though I am a bargain shopper when I go to the grocery store, this made me more aware of some of the things, some of the really great deals that are going on right now. And that way when I go to the grocery store, I'm a little more prepared. And I'm sorry, I'm looking nasty from the heat. I'm a little more prepared when it comes to not just picking things up because I'm like, oh, that's a good deal. I actually have in mind the items that I want to get. So yeah, I thought this was really cool. Thank you, Dana and Arlo, for just like inspiring me to start doing this again. I'm super excited. I've got lots of really cool things that I've been doing going on, and I'll share those guys with you in the weeks to come. I have been contemplating for a long time starting a second channel that is specifically on mom things, or just like how I raise a large family, stuff like that. Stuff that sometimes I think gets a little tedious in the vlog, but some people want that information, not everybody. So I'll let you know if I'm going to do it. It's a lot of work to run a channel, and I love running the channel, but I also like sharing some of this stuff with you guys. So let me know in the comments below what you think. Should I just pop them in there sometimes like I did tonight, or just stick to the vlogs and do a secondary channel that just kind of touches on this stuff? Let me know what you think, and then we'll go from there, and we'll see. Right now, I'm just running it in the vlog. Guys, so it is getting closer to the time. Every night I've been kind of allotting myself this time in the evening. At like 10 o'clock, I'm done doing anything, and I go focus in my computer room. So the kids are laid down by then. I've gotten them really good on getting better at having a more strict bedtime. And I've never been really strict on bedtimes. I guess when I was growing up, my mom wasn't really strict on bedtimes after I reached a certain age, and even when I was younger. But raising such a large family and seeing how sometimes kids can get grouchy and stuff like that, the importance of an on-time bedtime or a regimented bedtime, I'm learning more. And you know, I've been doing the mom thing for years, but we always learn in parenting. And so for me, this is something that the more children we've had, the more I've realized how important it is to make sure that they're getting to bed at a decent, not so much a decent hour, but at a regular hour. Because I can get things done in the evening and they're getting better sleep. and their attitudes are better during the day when they get to bed earlier. So anyway, I have been stopping myself, like I said, at about 10 o'clock, and no, my clock behind me is not right. If you guys have ever noticed, the time never moves on it. I've never put batteries in it, but it looks good. Things you need to do. Probably should add it to the list. This is one of the things that I started. I'll share this with you guys after I've done it for a while and decide if it's actually going to work for me. But it's just kind of, I've told you guys, I'm really a list person, and I tried to go away from that, and it's just not who I am. I am a list person. I am more productive when I have lists in front of me. I get so much more done. I've tried to just wing it and, you know, work with the creative mind that way. It doesn't work for me. I need a list. So I'm starting this new thing that I'm doing along with an app that's actually a productivity tracker, and I'll tell you guys more about that later if I decide it works for me. Zane wanted to tell you guys something. He is getting ready to go to bed very shortly here, so he wanted to tell you something.
Good night, guys.
Yeah, so I don't do the we'll see you tomorrow so much anymore, and I used to do it all the time to close out our vlog, and he misses it, so he had to give you his good night, you guys.